Hey, what's good? This Talk to Tron, your favorite producer, your favorite engineer, and today I'm fit to show you guys how I teach music production, audio mixing, song mixing. For beginners, from beginners to pros, this is how I would teach. Bear with me just 1 minute. Alright, yes, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So how I would teach music production and audio mixing, or not how I would, how I do teach it. And this is for my people that I work one on one with, the one that I coach, the one that I bring into the actual session, and we produce music, we create music. Like this is how they come into my environment, and this is how I welcome them. And I hear out the direction that they're going, and I know what I bring to the table, and this is how we produce a quality product. So the very first thing I would tell you guys when it comes to music production, song mixing, vocal mixing, and all of these type things is first listening. Before you make any critiques, just listen to what the music take you. What do you hear? Alright, so when we first get there, I hear a lot of things going on. The music take me everywhere. And I would say when I'm listening to this, going back in, mixing, producing in 2026, the way I would do this, I will unlearn everything from all the videos, all the tutorials that I done learned that it's like, hey, I will unlearn these things and kind of go back and start to rebuild. Like, I ain't gonna say, like, when I say unlearn, I will put it to the side and I'll come back and revisit it later. But if you're not getting the results that you desire, maybe it's time to unlearn. So I'm finna walk you guys through the process of how we would take this beat, same page, and we gonna mix this perfectly to go into a recording session. And we actually recorded the song last night with AI Moxie, and we just did a rough draft. I love we got the vocals too, but I feel extra confident once I mix the production to match the vocals, and we can go back and mix those together. So we finna take this to FL Studio, and I'm gonna take you guys inside the scenes with Talk to and Tron and show you guys how we will actually mix. So you guys are gonna be seeing me working on. Y'all gonna be seeing me working. I'm gonna be watching the camera, but not so much. I'm gonna more so be I'm more so finna just be working. See how it works. Anytime you hear something, you see something though, you have a question, just stop me. So we're gonna play the whole song, and then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna start the level. That's the first thing. Since I heard everything, I'm gonna start the level. And when I start the gain stage and level, I like to start with, once I hear everything, I like to start with the 808s, then I bring in the claps or the snares and the hi-hats, then I bring in the melody. So I like to do all of these type of things. So this is where we gonna be at with it right now. So let's just tune in. And I'm gonna reset all of my panels. Alright, so by here, What's good, young Cooper? I'm sorry, 23. I love that number. What's good, Savannah? How we doing? So what we doing now? Since I got all those things, I kind of just reset everything. Cause as I told you guys, if I was teaching music production or whatever, I'll start from the basics. So we got everything. Now I'm finna just solo the 808, and I want you guys to hear it. So when people be talking about mixing the 808, this is what they mean. So we're just gonna listen to the 808, and I'm gonna let you guys know where we coming in it. So let's play it. I'm just gonna loop the 808 so I can definitely hear. Where's the 808? All right, right here. We right here. This is what it sound like, and it sound good because it give me like a the baby type of 808, but it's it's too loud. There's something when I be telling people stop mixing so loud because it gets to being distorted, and once it becomes too distorted, um, we mixing the music, we mixing the whole beat, and we gonna take this whole beat breakdown. We gonna go back and put it into a session that I recorded with AI Max. You guys can probably see my video that we did last night. So if you bear with me, I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna speed up the process as well. But we mixing the 808 and we turning it down first so we won't get so much distortion because most people think loud is better. That's not always the case. We can get perceived loudness later. Let's just get it gain stage. That's when they say use your ears. I like to use my ears and close my eyes because I like to envision the way that we mix in the song. So let me show you guys. Hope so. Hopefully it do. I wanna keep it at this screen so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So let me pull it back. I'm gonna keep it right here. Hopefully you guys can see. So all right. Like once I get the I'm just gonna add an EQ. I ain't gonna do nothing to it, but I just want to have it set in place so when I do come back and use it. All right, we might can bring it down just a little bit. Next, let's bring in the clap. I kind of like it right there. Let's pan it. Uh, uh, uh. Once you start the pan, just wait. You probably heard it last night. So once you start the pan and level it, like everything in the mix start to come together, it start to come alive. Let's bring in the hi hats. And yes, you probably heard a lot of these songs because a lot of songs have similar chord progression, drum patterns, all of these things. It's just the unique thing about it. Let's bring down the hi hats. All right, let's bring go. Let's pan the hi hats. When I like to pan my instruments or whatever, my drums, I like to kind of pan them in the middle. So I probably go a smidget to the right or a smidget to the left, probably no more than 10%, whatever that may be. I like to stay in that 10% range. Sometimes I go around to the 15% range left and right, but hardly ever. It just depends on how wide I want my drums because I want my drums in the center. My instrument's gonna be more on the outside. But sometimes I do it a different way sometimes. Now we're gonna bring in the kick because I should have had the kick in first. I didn't know I had that in. Alright, so what we got the kick coming in at around -8, -8, -7, -7.65. So and that's how we kind of just get the 808s and the kicks to kind of blend together. Now I might bring the 808 down just a little bit, maybe. Cause I'm deciding which one do I need more present, the kick or the 808. Let's turn down the hi-hat. Let's bring down the clap. And we had to readjust because we bringing in more sound, so you got to kind of readjust the volume. So it's like doing this. So we just readjusting, we going down just tweaking knobs if you was in the actual studio like that, if you just tweaking gear. So just imagine, say kick, tweak it, 808, tweak it, clap, hi-hat. We just tweaking sounds that are coming in to the volume. Let's see the next sound. This is a perk. It just provides more bounce to the beat. And when you get the volume, you just add the bounce. I kind of like that. Let's pan that somewhere so we can create space. Joe Moment 9965 was good. Thank you. Alright, let's bring in the next sound. We're gonna bring in, I guess, just another perk. Alright, so let's bring in open hi-hat. I'm assuming just what this is. I'm assuming just an open hi-hat. I used to always struggle with open hi-hats and closed hi-hats. Apparently it's not playing yet, but we're gonna have it. It's gonna come in when I go to the whole script. So let's bring in the first instrument. Let's pan this instrument. Let's pan instrument. Let's bring down the clap. Let's turn it down just a little bit. So the way that piano is sounding to me right now, it's just gonna be in the middle. What we gotta tilt to like 5% to the right. I normally have it pan wilder to make the melody sound wilder, but this is gonna need some support behind the drum, as it probably be like the main instrument. Alright, let's see, can we add the second sound? Can we bring in this other instrument? What about this one? Alright, so now let's try to play out the whole beat from what we got so far and see how we balancing out. Let's see how we balancing out right now. So, alright. Let's EQ the 808. Make it hit a little louder. Let's put an EQ on the kick. Wild Wave TV, how we doing? My day going well. Blessings. I like where we at with it. Alright, so in just by taking this off the master chain, it should sound better as well. It's gonna sound lower, but it's gonna give us more space for the when we take it into the recording session. Let's send the melody to this bus right here so we can have more control over this. I like this. so let's make sure we got that tag right. Then we're gonna go ahead and export it out and bring it back into the session. Oh yeah, that's what I want to fix. I want to fix that open head. I like that. I like that. So now we're gonna export it, and we're gonna take it into the session. We're gonna take it into the other session that we actually recorded. So let's bounce this. How y'all feeling about that? How you guys feeling about that? How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling? Did this make any sense? Did any of this make any sense? So it's about, if you mixing, think about gain staging, leveling, think about panning, where you placing things. Don't try to make the mix loud at the beginning, because now you're gonna ruin your mix running through distortion, and everything gonna sound loud, and then they're gonna get to sound muddy. But the cleaner you can get at a lower volume, the mix gonna sound good. Then when you boost it louder, it's just gonna start to sound better. It's gonna come in cleaner and better. So this kind of where we at with it. We kind of worked on the vocals last night when we recorded. We kind of cleaned it up. I didn't do much mixing because I knew I needed to come back in to fix this beat or this instrumental, whatever you guys call it. So now we're gonna take this and bring it back to the new session, and hopefully everything should sound cleaner. Like the vocals should sound clean in the pocket, because I shouldn't have to do much hard EQ. The beat should sound cleaner because I just did leveling. I did all these things that you don't really have to have much equipment, much, like, the better equipment you got, cool. But even if you had to start from scratch, if you started with just a computer, laptop, or something, just a basic interfacer like this, a Focusrite, a little, just these even before these monitors, because I just started out with headphones. So if you guys start with just all of that, you guys can get the same things too. I just start to just upgrade and elevate my sound as I was going, because I didn't know. But the whole time I was training on, yes, I do use samples. I use sample. I used to be against samples. I used to be against loops. I used to just make everything myself from scratch. And I'm like, wow, all of this sound good, but this is, doesn't mean you're a good producer or a bad producer just because you use sample, just because you use loop, just because you use MIDI's presets, just because you use anything. It's about how it sounds at the end after the process. So I started using samples. I'm learning to go back to use VSTs. I'm using one shots. I'm using everything that's at my disposal. I don't get stuck in one thing, but I do have a core foundation that I build off of, whether I'm making beats or whether I'm mixing songs. So I do have a core foundation so I can get the same results every time. Like, that's the most important thing to me. Like, we make it sound good every time, and making it sound good is super easy in 2026 because we got so many loop makers, sample makers. We got so many of everything. So if we can make it sound good every time, we good. Alright, so let's see. Is this it today? Let's see. Hopefully this it.